Holy crud, I'm nervous. The reason why I'm up here is because I'm very well qualified to talk about a certain long-torsoed. I know, thank you.
Turn it off again.
No, it's on. Hello?
Yeah.
All right. I'm very well qualified to talk about a certain long-torsoed, doofy, blonde-haired, yet oddly attractive, handsome man. But before I do that, I want to thank Big Joe, who's just been awesome, and Cindy as well. I had a project I was working on that you guys are going to have the privilege to see. Every time I would call her, she's like, Whit, I haven't slept for 3 weeks, and I lost my arm this morning. I also want to, I'd like to congratulate my new sister on doing what every woman dreams of, landing one of the Hanson brothers. Oh man, it's so unstructured, I have no idea what I'm doing up here. I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out good. Ever since Casey was little, he has been just a horrible pain. Both my parents will speak to that. So I'm essentially just going to tell a bunch of small stories from us growing up, which I think really exemplifies what Casey was, and to kind of embarrass him as well. Him and I, actually, we were both a real pain. We were very fussy eaters. There's one thing in mind that I remember where we hated meatloaf. Hated meatloaf, wouldn't eat it, no chance. Until my dad came up with the idea to mold it in the shape of a sea turtle. And put it, he's like, guys, check it out, sea turtle. And we're like, no way! And we ate it. We thought it was amazing. Didn't taste anything like meatloaf. We also had, what, whale, killer shark. I mean, there was, the endangered species list was well covered by her. What else? There was a great time. There were so many small things that I bet you Casey forgets about. We shared a bedroom for a long time, and we would do this thing, and I know he doesn't remember. I'm going to embarrass myself in doing this. Huh?
Get your hand off the bottom of the microphone.
Oh, okay. So we would do this thing where we would actually have a microphone. I would never hold my hand on the bottom of the bed. But, like, literally, we would like put performances on for each other, and I would be like, hey, my name is Michael Jackson. That was my Michael Jackson impression. I'm Michael Jackson, I'm really awesome. I'm pretty sure I never knew who he was at the time, but I just knew he was cool. And then I'm like, now I'm gonna give it over to my main man, Underpants Man. And this is when we were little and we didn't realize that tighty-whitey underwear was uncool and we moved to boxers. So my brother would like wring his arms and legs and his head and everything with tighty-whitey underwear. And he'd be like, I'm Underpants Man, I'm Underpants Man, I'm Underpants Man. He was like 6, I was like maybe 8. We thought we were awesome. And I still haven't changed my mind about it, really. I mean, there's some, and then we would always fight. We fought like crazy.
Still.
Yeah, still. But like, okay, now he's 6'5". I'm 6'2", which he disputes. And so now it's like if we fight, someone like loses a tooth or something, like, so we don't do that as much anymore, but we fought so much. Really, I feel like when we started to become friends in at least a quasi-adult manner, was when I got my driver's license. And it was like, it was half, well, first of all, I didn't have a choice, you know, whether or not I was going to take him. I had to take him with me. If I didn't, I got grounded and lost my car for 2 weeks, which happened. I didn't drive very much. But, so, one thing about Casey and myself as well, unfortunately, is we're very oddly proportioned. Long torso, long neck, humongous head. Absolutely humongous head. And so, I'd be driving along, and I'd be like, holy crap, what is that out the right window? And he'd look, and I'd swerve left real hard, and his head, the momentum was unstoppable. crank against the window. I think this would only work once. Like 8 to 10 times. Like, I'm surprised the window survived. Just like, boom. And he's like, ah, you got me again. So, I mean, really, it happened that much. To get to the corny stuff, and I'm trying to like put this in a way that doesn't make me sound nerdy. I've spent, in Casey's life, no one has spent more time with him than I have. And try not to cry, you guys. It's not
Okay,
poetic.
we already said cry.
No, I know that. I'm a multiple crier, it's fine. Casey and I, stop laughing at me, you guys. You guys can laugh, like, this helps me. Like, I'm like, ah, funny. These guys make me feel like I'm a loser. All right, ever since Casey was little, I'm 3 years older. I know I don't look it. I know I look like the younger guy, but it's like, wait, you're younger, more handsome than him. That's weird. But in the truth of things, he's 3 years younger, and like we like, you know, moved a lot. We changed schools a lot, and like within 3 months, I was like the outcast of my grade, and Casey was like, every girl had a crush on him. Like, they're like, who's the, like, they would come talk to me, and I'm like, I was 3 years older than them. Like, can you introduce me to Casey? I'm like, no, get out of here. And then I'd go back to reading like my fantasy fiction book. Just reading about unicorns for crying out loud. Get out of here. But okay, so my point is this. I love my brother so much. I've literally, I mean, even with my parents, like, I've been with him more in his life more than anyone else in the world. And as of today, that's changing. I'm giving it over to somebody else. And I'm really happy to do it. Kelly's amazing. Casey is a guy who, rather than go through the door, will crash through the window in the wall. And, you know, when people ask me, like, what's your relationship like? And Nielsen stole my line from last night, but the way I originally saw them was like Kelly holding this huge leash and this big retarded Great Dane, like running down the streets of New York. And she's just trying to hold on, yelling, Hudson! And really, that's like how I saw them, but then I see them together, and my brother's this big, loud, brash, amazing guy, but when they're together, he has this softness about him. It changes. He goes home early and like cooks dinner for her, and I'm like, my parents and I are like looking at each other like, who in the hell is this guy? This is not Casey at all. I've never seen him more like caring and take care of someone more than with Kelly. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. I mean, like, I'm not saying he's uncaring, but like, this is a different person that we're dealing with here. I'm still learning this person now. Anyway, so I'm supposed to give a toast, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any drink because I had to chug it all right before I got up here.
Yeah,
But, thank you. So anyway, I haven't worked this part out yet. To Kelly and Casey, I love you guys.
I love you.
I love you, man. What? Mazel tov. Where's the glass? And so hey, Big Joe. Should I do the thing? All right. Enough about these two. Let's talk about me for a little bit. I work as a film editor in Los Angeles. I date models and like green starlets. And so, you know, I thought that I would make a little token of my love for two of my favorite people. We're going to try and play that for you. I'm hoping the microphone still works. I'm used to, you know, just humongous theaters and hanging out with Steven Spielberg, but this is nice. This is nice. So I'm going to try and cue this up and play it for you. I really hope you like it. All right.
Here it goes.